Hi, this is Ron McTube. Today on the Hunter Colour of the Wild, we're at Mississippi Acres Preserve and I'm going to be showing you some tips on how to hunt alligators. Now, I'm looking for my first rare alligator. I've not found one yet, but what I have found is a nice little technique which a few of us are using for hunting gators. Now, this top right hand corner, and one of them's called Gator Lake, so you know they're full of alligators. But the good thing about these lakes is there's a lot of males around them. So what I've done is I'm just showing you where the need zones are, where they rest, and what we've been discussing is, Scarecrow was on about this, is when you put a tent right down where like the sort of rest zone is, fast travel to it, if they're there, they normally just spook or they're right in front of you and then you can shoot them, and I'll try and show you this in action. So a few's been trying this and it does work, so give it a try. So you want to find the rest zones of where the gators are, and that's why I'm not shooting these, so you can see where they are. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a tent where they're sort of lying, and then next time when I fast travel in, hopefully there's a gator there. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does work, and you just catch them on this short bit of grass before they dive in the water like he's doing there. So that's what we're going to try and attempt. But these top right hand corner lakes, there's a lot of male alligators, so they're a good place to come. Only 2 days left till it's out on all platforms. December the 7th on Tuesday, Mississippi Acres Preserve comes out. I bet you all can't wait. I'm really happy with it, how it's turned out. It's so different to hunt on here than any other map, which is what I like. There's nothing really similar, it's just totally new, so it's really refreshing, and I'm having a whale of a time. I'm mainly hunting alligators at the minute, trying to get a diamond alligator and a rare alligator. That's what I'm trying to get today, and we're going to try this technique and see if we can get a rare or a diamond along the way. I had a legendary yesterday in the last video, check that out if you haven't already seen it. But we found a rest zone, we know roughly where it's lying on the ground, so what we're going to do is stick a tent down, and that's all you want to do. Try this out when you get on, see if it works. It may change, so any of this can change, that's one thing about what you're looking at, so we'll see. Right, fast travel, here we go. So I'm going back to a tent near what I've described, and hopefully you either hear the gator running through the grass or you hear a warning like hiss, growl. And I know this location is good for it, so there's normally like 2 males here. I tell you what, if they did make a great one gator, it'd be amazing, but I think it'd be hard to get one unless you get lucky. So we've got one over here, that's where it's resting, so I know he's going to come to the water, so he's going to either come the way I'm looking now or to my left a little bit. Let's see if it's a decent one. But I've been slaughtering the gators, I've been doing a bit of geese hunting, trying to get money up to get some tents down as well, because I'm totally skint. So every gator matters. That is a rare. Here we go. First rare gator. Right, is that good? They are tough, so you have to be precise. There you go. So that is our first rare American alligator, and it looks amazing. I think that's a piebald. That does look really nice. Normally piebalds aren't sort of like really sought after, but American alligators, they look amazing. They really do. The colours. It's funny because we didn't know, none of the content creators knew what varieties there were. We've just had to hunt and see what we find. We haven't been told what they were. We've just had to go out and see what we can find. And yeah, that's a piebald. There we go. My first rare alligator. But there is an albino. I know there's albinos, there's piebalds. I don't know if there's melanistics. There might be different variations of albino or piebald. That'd be interesting. So I can't wait for everyone to get on here and start hunting, and then we're going to find out. So I come here the other day when I got the legendary gator. This is where we got it, and there always seems to be a nice sized male at this location, normally 1 or 2. I don't know why, but on the right there never seems to be any, but on the left there's often some. That's where I shot the legendary gator, on the sort of left side and the bank. And if you come about dinner time, they're often just basking with their mouths open on the banks. So that's what we're looking for here. And look what we've got. We have got another rare alligator. Now don't worry, I didn't shoot this straight after that. This has been a couple of days after the last one. So it's not like they're overly common. Like I say, I've shot quite a lot of gators and I'm seeing 2. And we've seen a few in the content creators as well. So they're not overly common, which is good. One thing I mentioned in my last video as well is make sure when you shoot an alligator, you know how to get to it. Because some locations are rivers and you've got to cross to the other side. So you've got to work out how to get there or where the gator might go. And that is a big part of shooting gators. Also the neck. Aim for the neck, sort of about where your ear you'd think would be, is a good area for killing gators if you don't get the brain, as you've just seen. So there we go, second rare American alligator. Let's go have a look at them in the trophy lodge. Can't wait to show you them up close. They look absolutely amazing. They've done a really good job on these alligators. So with the release of Mississippi Acres Preserve, there's going to be a massive competition. It's the Apex Hunter 2021 community competition. That starts Tuesday as well. I'll leave a link in the video description so you can see that. Make sure you check that out because it's going to be a big one, big prizes and lots of details. So I'm going to put it in the video description, a link to it. Check that out. But that starts on Tuesday along with the release of Mississippi Acres Preserve. Let's take a look at these alligators. So here's our rares. I've got one side by side. I'm going to take a few pictures along the way, but look at the markings. They almost look like albinos, and then they've got the normal croc scales on top, colouring, but I think they're really nice. Piebald normally aren't sort of like what most people want. They normally want albinos, melanistics, but I'm glad that these are so pretty that these will be highly wanted and a lot of people will put them in their trophy lodges. If you want to see anything from Mississippi Acres Preserve, let me know, drop it in the comments. Still making lots of videos up until Tuesday, and then onwards it just carry on as normal then. But if you want to see anything, drop it in the comments. I'll try and make it happen. I've been very busy. Lots of videos in the last week. I don't know how many I've done, but yeah, we've been busy, and lots more to come. Look at these poses. They do look really good. I hope they do make a great one, alligator. And I think that's going to be most people's favourite one, especially from the side. It'd be nice if we could rotate them as well a little bit. But that is really good. Take a little picture of that one. Might be the thumbnail. So what do you think? What's your favourite species for a start on Mississippi Acres Preserve? Drop that in the comments. What you're going after first when you get on here. What weapons you're going to use for hunting alligators. Let me know. My favourite multi-man. So we've got like my favourite multi-man. Alligators as a species are one of my favourites. And the rares look absolutely stunning. So that's just a great addition. And then you've got the map. So I'm Ron McTube. I'm on Mississippi Acres Preserve. Got my first rare alligators. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channels. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.